Good evening, friends. Welcome to our channel. We here will discuss all the NCERTs from class 6 to class 10 and then we will proceed forwards. So, this is chapter 1 of class 6 NCERT Geography. Let's start. We will do only the important points and we'll skip the irrelevant points. So, let's start now. So, the name of the chapter is The Earth in Our Solar System. In the solar system. The chapter in the starting we will focus on the important points, like the first relevant point here we have to discuss is about the Purnima or full moon night. Friends, we see moon in most of the days but at different times in different shapes and different positions. But we see a full moon night or Purnima about once in a month time, and a new moon or Amavasya as we may call it a fortnight later. So first we will understand what a fortnight means. Fortnight means the time that is about 15 days or 2 weeks. Now friends, very bright light of sun does not allow us to see the moon and the stars in the daytime. This is the main reason we are unable to see them in the daylight. Apart from that, what are celestial bodies? So here it is clearly written that the sun, moon and all the objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. So I don't think there is any doubt whatsoever. Generally speaking, in layman language, that anything that the sky has can be termed as celestial bodies. But there are their proper definitions. First we will move toward the stars. What are stars? So stars are very big and hot celestial bodies made up of gases and which have their own heat and light. So this is quite important phrase. You all have to learn it, that they have their own heat and light. So our moon is not a star, but the sun is a star. Sun is actually our nearest star and the biggest star of our solar system. Our system is called solar because it is solar means it is related to sun. So coming to the constellations. So what are constellations? Constellations are nothing but a type of pattern made by different groups of stars. There are some examples like Ursa Major or Big Bear. So apart from that, Saptarishi, you all must have heard about Saptarishi. These are also nothing but mm, as it in the English translation will be seven sages, but actually it is even our elder citizens also used to remind us. They used to remind us that look at the sky and the pattern, and they are also nothing but constellation. Next, moving towards the North Star or Dhruv Tara, you must have heard about Dhruv Tara. It is also called pole star. In ancient time, it used to remind us the direction north, because it always faced the north direction, and it always used to have placed in the north direction. So people used to, when there was no compass, and then travelers always followed the North Star to know the direction. Apart from that, planet comes from the Greek word that is planetae, Planetai, which meaning is wanderers, means those who travel without any aim. Apart from that, the most important fact about this, so the most important fact column is given in the interesting fact column. That is, three planets of our solar system, that is Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus, have rings around them. So you must learn this fact by heart. Now moving further, about sun, as I was saying that it is written here about the soul, you must read these columns because they contain the most important facts of the chapter. Now moving further, about the soul, that is, soul in Roman mythology means the sun god, or solar means related to sun. So as I have already told you about. Now one important thing, that sun is about 150 kilometer away from the Earth. Apart from that, it is made up of hot gases, that is 74% hydrogen and maximum for 25% helium, and then other gases in trace amounts. You already know that. Apart from that, if we talk about planets, then planets move around in a fixed elongated paths. They are called orbits. So let me draw like this is the orbit, and here one planet is there, here one planet is there, so they will always travel in that fixed elongated path. So this is the phrase you all have to write in the examination, that is fixed elongated path. Now moving further, Venus. About the Venus, you all must know that there is a quite important trick about how to learn the name of the planet. That my very efficient mother just served us nuts. That is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and Neptune. So now there are quite important facts here. You must focus here. That is Mercury is the nearest to the Sun, and it takes around 88 days to complete one round or its orbit. And then Venus is considered the Earth's twin because of its shape and size, very similar to that of Earth. So this question can be asked, that which planet is called Earth's twin. You might get confused about Mars, but must remember that Venus is the answer. Venus is considered the Earth's twin. Now there was a conference in 2006 which said that Pluto is no more a planet. Now again in recent years 2019-20 there has been a conference that we should again think that Pluto is no more a dwarf planet or a planet, but in your book NCERT it is written that it is not a planet, so we don't have to consider. We have to consider only 8 planets. Now moving towards the Earth, if in exam it is asked that what is the shape of Earth, then do never write round shape, write geoid, or you can say that it is similar to that of an orange, means it is somehow not completely circular or spherical, it is somehow flattened at its poles like an orange. You must have seen an orange. Now it is also called blue planet. Earth, our planet, which also have the life, is also called the blue planet because 75%, almost 75% of our planet is covered by the oceans, and ocean is referred as the blue color, from the blue color, that's why it's called blue planet. Now in the column it is also written that light travels at a speed of 3 lakh km per second. Actually it is somehow about 2,99,000 something, but it is rough estimate, and it is impossible to imagine the speed of light. It takes about 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach the earth. It is written 8 minutes because it is class 6, so it is almost estimate. Next, if we move further about the moon. And friends, we have missed one important information, that is Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun, and it is also the fifth largest planet. The nearest planet to the Sun is Mercury, as we can see in this image that Mercury is the nearest. And if we talk about the largest, then Jupiter. Here we can see that Jupiter is the largest planet of our solar system. Now coming back to the moon, and one column is there that Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the moon on 21st July 1969. So that's also a fun fact. People must have heard this earlier, otherwise remember this. Now coming to the moon, the only important thing we have to learn about the moon is that three things are there. First is that its diameter is 1/4 of that of Earth. You know the diameter is the twice of the radius. Diameter is the you must search about the term diameter if you are having doubt. So it is about the 1/4 of the Earth. So it is quite smaller than the Earth. Next is that it is 3,84,400 kilometers away from our Earth, as it is written here. And third thing is that it takes about 27 days to rotate and revolute around the Earth. Now coming to this table, that is about, it talks about satellite. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planet in the same way as the planets move around the sun. So our moon is also a satellite, and Earth has only one satellite. That's why it is called Earth has only one moon. And there are other planets which have numerous moons. Now if we talk about man-made satellite, then it is an artificial body. And some examples of Indian satellites are given here. That is INSAT, IRS and EduSat. SAT here stands for the satellite, as it is obvious from the name. Now coming from the asteroids and meteoroids. So these are the most asked questions from this chapter. So what are asteroids? So asteroids are nothing but tiny bodies that move around sun, and these are found between Mars and Jupiter. So this is quite important. This can be asked at any time, that where they are found. So they are found at between Mars and Jupiter. So how were they formed? Scientists think that they are parts of the planet which are now rotating between around the sun between Mars and Jupiter, and the parts of the planet which exploded many years back. Now coming to the meteoroids. Meteoroids are nothing but quite similar to asteroids, but there it's one difference. They are small pieces of rocks around the sun which drop on Earth and gets burned and causes a flash of light. You must have heard that people say that twinkling stars or Tutta hua tara, that how they people generally worship it or take a wish whenever they see the flash of light. But actually it is quite scientific reason that whenever in our atmosphere anything from outer space will come, then that will get burned, and that's the light, and the result is that light which people think it is a twinkling star, or not a twinkling star but a meteoroid. Now coming to the last parts of this chapter, it talks about galaxy and the universe. So galaxy, as it is written, is a huge systems of billions of stars, and it is a part of our universe. Actually our universe has 10 to the power 11 billion galaxies, and each galaxy contains 10 to the power 11 stars. So total number of stars in our universe will be 10 to the power 22. So you can imagine the, actually we can't even imagine, it is such huge a number. So I think the chapter is quite easy now, and you will be able to answer most of its questions, and I am leaving this section for you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section, and must give review about the teaching style and whatever you found any error. This is our first video, so there must be various problems regarding the voice quality and other stuff. So thank you very much.